Hello, my YouTube friend. Today's gonna be kind of a different kind of comic book haul, and this is gonna be fun. In this video, I'm gonna show you this comic book collection I paid $66 for. So a guy dropped off this collection at my shop. I was away, it was on Free Comic Book Day, so I wasn't there to buy it, but he sells to me regularly, so he trusted us that he would just leave it there and I could PayPal him the money a couple days later. So he was cool that he's a really great guy. He sells to us very often and he's always really friendly. Also, he always brings in a lot of newer stuff and stuff that I don't have, and I like his taste in comic books. So I'm always excited to see what he has. So I don't know what's in the collection this time. I think this is the first video where it's not a mystery box, but I'm going to show you my process as I go through the comic books and kind of evaluate them and tell you how much I'll pay for them, etc. So I think that's going to be kind of fun. So let's dig into this collection. All right, this is going to be fun. I really don't know what's in this collection, so we're going to evaluate it and go through it together. Normally when I buy collections or comics from people, I buy them first and then I show you guys. So this is the first time I'm going through a collection that I'm buying through my store with you guys, so you can kind of get an idea of my mindset. Now this guy, he sells me stuff pretty often. He's such a nice guy, and he always brings in really nice stuff. So let's start looking through them. Okay, so we have Predator versus Judge Dredd versus Aliens. Now, I don't know the values of everything off the top of my head. I'm assuming most of these are still retail price or less. So this was originally $4. Selling it used, I'll probably sell it for $2 or $3. I mean, I'll most likely keep it in most of these in my collection because it's all new stuff I don't own. But if I were to sell it, I would probably put this out in my shop for like $3. All right, that's really cool. Number 3. So something like this, I'm going to probably give them $1 a piece, but I'm going to double check the value online just in case. You never know, there's a issue that's really valuable. And then number 4. I mean, these are really cool looking. I'm really excited to add those to my collection. Okay, next we have Hit Girl, number 2. Again, something like these, cool comics, modern comic. I'll probably give them $1 a piece for these, which is, most comic shops, I don't think would pay you $1 a piece for newer stuff like this. But since I don't have it and I want it for my collection, I'm happy to pay $1. We got Hit Girl number 1. Got Kick-Ass number 3. Kick-Ass number 1. Kick-Ass number 2. Okay, so all that modern stuff. Now there's some older stuff in here. This stuff I won't pay that much for. It'll probably be $0.25 a piece. We have Power Pack number 46, and it kind of depends on the mix. If it was only Power Pack or something a little bit weaker like that. I mean, I like Power Pack, but it's not something that if I put that out for $1, it would be a hard sell. New Mutants number 45. New Mutants, though, has been kind of selling a little bit lately, so I'll pay $0.25 for that, but that's like a stronger quarter. And then Punisher War Journal number 12. Punisher's been selling really well ever since the series came out. So that, again, I'm going to pay $0.25, but that's a stronger, like $1.50 comic. Punisher War Journal number 6. That's a cool comic. Okay, Punisher number 52. Now, this one looks like it's signed on the cover, and the signature adds value, but it's hard to I mean, it's not certified signed, so because of that, I usually don't pay much for a signed comic unless they have like a certificate from Midtown or something that gives it a little bit more authenticity. This is still cool though. I'll give them $1 just because it's signed. You know, normally I would probably pay $0.25 for that, but because it's signed, that's cool. Punisher 42, Punisher number 28, Punisher number 27. Okay, we got some more new stuff. Again, like I said, the new stuff, if it's interesting new stuff, I'll pay $1. And I'm going to double check the prices because some of this stuff might have a much higher value. I don't know off the top of my head of the new stuff. So what is that? That's Sherlock Frankenstein number 1. Star Wars Dr. Alpha number 15 is a newer comic, but one that doesn't, you know, it's not the easiest sell. So something like that I might pay 50 cents for. Star Wars number 38. Star Wars number 1. I mean, Star Wars comics sell well, but they're not, you know, this was originally $5. I don't think I could get 4 or 5 out of it. It might be like a $2 or $3 comic if I sold it. So something like that, I might pay $1. I'm going to double check the prices. I might pay 50 cents. It kind of really depends on how much they're selling for online. Star Wars number 37. Star Wars number 41. These are cool though. I don't have them. Okay, Spider-Man number 6. This is an older comic book, but I'll pay 50 cents for that because it's usually with comics like this, anything that's not a key issue, that's not worth more than $5, I have to pay a third or a quarter to the value or less, just because there's amount of work that goes into selling each individual comic book. I mean, you have to bag them, you have to board them, you have to price them, you have to try to sell them. You can't really sell them on eBay, and if I sold them on eBay, they sell really cheap. So I have to take all those into consideration when I'm kind of pricing stuff. Okay, we have a Robin #1. Again, that's a comic I'll probably pay a quarter for. Dr. Aphra, #17. Okay, so this is Star Wars DJ Most Wanted. It's #1, but it says it's a variant. Usually if it's a variant, I'll look it up just in case. You never know it'll be more expensive or not. And usually anything, if something is worth more than like $5 or $6 on eBay, I'll check eBay completed listings. If it's selling for regularly more than $5 or $6, something like that, I'll pay around half the market value, sometimes a third if I think it'll be a slow sell. But anything under that, I have to pay pretty cheap. I mean, I'm buying the stuff for myself, basically. I don't really sell comics to make a profit, but I have to buy the mentality, like, what if I was going to sell this? How much I have to pay? Star Wars #43. That's cool. Something like this, he read it, so it has a ink removal, fingerprint, where the ink came off. So something like that, I might have to pay less on, 50 cents maybe. Star Wars #44. Star Wars #45. Star Wars #46. This is cool. Star Wars Adventures #7. It's a Star Wars Rebels character. Something like that I'll pay $1 for, just because I think that's pretty cool. So this is fun. I didn't know what was in this bag, so it's kind of fun going through all of it. Okay, we got Star Wars Screaming Citadel #1. Again, I have to look it up. I don't know the values of some of these things off the top of my head. Another Predator and Judge Dredd versus Aliens #2. That's cool. Okay, he's got some Batman issues here that are, I believe, have a little bit more value. So this stuff, I'll pay at least $1 for, but I have to look up because I know some of these are selling for more. So some of these might be $2 or $3 comics. So we have Batman 438, 439, 441, 442, 457. Batwoman #1. I think this one might have a little bit more value, so I'll have to double check it. It might only be something that I'll pay $1 for. Astonishing X-Men #3. Usually Marvel modern stuff, I usually only pay 50 cents a piece, because modern Marvel, I mean, unless it's a key issue, I'll look it up, but it's not the easiest thing to sell for close to cover price. Like, this is originally $4. I might get $2 if I was to put it in my shop. Astonishing X-Men #1. Only time it's worth more is if it has a really good cover artist or it's a key issue. Astonishing X-Men #2. These are cool though. I don't have them, so I'm happy to get those. Web of Spider-Man #48. Something like that, I'll pay 50 cents. You know, anything Spider-Man's an easy $1 to $2 sell. This is cool looking. It's Terrifics #2. It's not a mainstream character, so something like that, I'll probably pay 50 cents. Terrifics #1. I'm recording this in the morning. It's kind of rush hour. I hear construction, I hear helicopters, I hear traffic. Noise pollution left and right. Alright, Dr. Aphra #14. Now, I mean, some of these might be valuable. I don't know off the top of my head. So again, I'm going to research all of these before I actually give them a price. But generally, something like this, I usually pay 50 cents a piece. Star Wars #39. Dr. Star #3. Dr. Aphra #7. #8. That's kind of a cool cover. That looks pretty awesome. #9. So it looks like he had practically this full run. So this is cool. I like buying collections when it has just a full series that I don't have. #10. It's actually really cool. #11. And some of these covers are just really awesome. Here, #16 with a really nice cover. I like that cover. #18 with Hera. Some of these might actually have more value. I really have to look these up because they look really cool. I love the covers. #19. Batman 436. Batman 437. Batwoman #2. Batwoman #3. Batwoman #4. Batwoman #5. So it looks like he has a full run of these as well. Batwoman #6. Batwoman #7. And off the top of my head, I'm thinking these are cheap. These might be comics I pay a quarter a piece for, except for the first couple issues. Batwoman number 8, Batwoman number 9, Batwoman number 10. Okay, we have more newer stuff. We have Deadman number 6. That's kind of cool. Deadman number 4. Deadman number 2. Deadman number 3. Deadman number 5. Oh, this is cool. This is one of those action figure variants. So it's Dr. Aphra number 1. I don't know what that's worth, so I'm going to look it up. I'm assuming I'm going to pay probably $2 for that, because I'll probably, if I were to sell it, probably be able to get 4 or 5 out of it. Close to, I don't think it's worth more than cover price, but interesting variants are usually easier to sell at cover price. Number 2, it says it's a variant, so I'm going to have to look that one up to see if it's worth more. Number 5 and number 6. And then this one has a lot of wear down the spine and a lot of fingerprints, so something like that I might have to pay $1 for. Some of these modern Marvel comics, the inks just, they come off the cover so easily. Fingerprints. Yeah, here's number 47. Again, it's tons of fingerprints. So obviously he read all of them. What's cool is I like is that he buys the comics to actually enjoy them, and that's why he sells them, because he doesn't need to keep them after he enjoys them. So he's consumed them. He's read them, but it also means a lot of times they'll have fingerprints all over them, but that's fine. I like buying stuff from people that didn't buy it as an investment, because then they're thinking, oh, I need to get top dollar. No, he bought it, he enjoyed it, and then he's passing it on, and now I get to enjoy it. I like it. Dr. Aphra number 3. Number 4, and that says it's a variant, so I'll have to double check that value. Terrifics number 3. Hit Girl number 3. Shadow Man number 1. I'll double check the value on that. I don't know off the top of my head. Princess Leia number 1 with Terry Dodson art. That's actually pretty cool. It's a white cover though, and it's got a lot of ink transfer from another comic, so that kind of brings the value down. And I think it's just Star Wars number 3, but it's an Obi-Wan action figure variant. Again, something like that. I probably will pay $2 just because it's really cool. Star Wars number 42. Star Wars number 40. That's kind of a cool cover. Star Wars number 36. And Star Wars number 35. Star Wars number 34. Star Wars number 31. And Star Wars number 32. So that's it. That's the whole collection. Alright, so that was super fun. After I filmed going through the comic books, I actually looked them up just so that I could give them the proper price. And they did have a couple nicer ones. This one looks like it goes for like $15. So I ended up giving him $7 or $8 for that one. And a bunch of the other ones, I gave him a little bit more just because it looked like they sold for more than cover price, a couple of them. So that was fun. Did you guys enjoy this kind of video? Do you want to see me go through more collections before I pay for them so you can kind of see the process? I'm getting a lot of people lately that are saying like, oh, you're dumb for buying this stuff, or like with the Funko Pops, you're like, they're Beanie Babies. But there's a whole process of how I collect, and a lot of the stuff pays for itself. So do you guys want to see more kind of behind the scenes, how my business runs and how I buy stuff and that kind of stuff? I think that might be interesting to you, and I think I'm going to start doing more videos like that. Okay, so I had a lot of fun with this video. I want to thank my patrons for supporting my channel. With their help, I'm able to do better videos more often. If you want to help support my channel, I'll put a link to Patreon right there. If this is the first time watching my video and you enjoyed it, why not subscribe? I like making videos for you. So click the robot's face right there to subscribe. And if you want to see a couple other comic book videos, I'll post a couple right here. Bye!